For the last 12, 13 years, Mary Scott has been initiating this wonderful project that started that long ago. And so Mary Scott is a retired professor in the arts with the El Paso Community College. And today, Mary, you've brought a wonderful lady from the El Pasoans Fighting Hunger organization. And she is Marisela Willits. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
What role do you play over there at the
I'm the
organization?
marketing, communications, and events coordinator for the food bank.
Yes. And so you've been involved now with Empty Bowls for a while?
Fairly recently. I started working at the food bank in January. So
brand new. She's probably doing a fantastic job because tell us a little bit about the bowls.
Well, yes, I want to tell you one of the ways to look at this celebration that we're going to do on April 9th is as an art action, because the people of El Paso have contributed their time and efforts in coming to workshops to make all these beautiful bowls. The bowls are made in a very simple method that I saw demonstrated so clearly by the potters of Mata Ortiz, which was developed by Juan Quesada, who as a young man he couldn't stay in the town. There were no jobs. He worked the railroad for Mexico. But when he came home, he went out in the Paquime. He found the shards. He taught himself how to make the most beautiful objects
out of clay.
Out of clay. And eventually something is like, say this big. Say that big?
Yes.
That's $5,000.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So he, he's very successful. And then he offered it to his neighbors. And so now we have the potters of Mata Ortiz, and their works are all over the world also. You can see them at the El Paso airport. But the method they used is a method that we use to make the bowls. And then one of the things we do, I'm not going to explain that whole method, but is then we take tools that we found, usually found objects, and we make designs. This is one that's pretty easy to see. Oh, you just stamp things that you found on the street to make designs? Yes, here's one that's made with, actually this is the sole of a shoe that I cut up that was left in the parking lot, so it went really well. And then
somebody lost a part of their shoe.
And the Cookie Monster got that one, but that's where you can put the spoon.
And you're going to have some specialty items, and you brought a couple of beautiful pieces.
Look at this one, isn't this is someone who just started this year and
it has a little dragon.
Yes, and trees.
And trees.
And the footprints of the dragon.
That's quite a piece of art.
And this
is an interesting one. Tell me about that.
If you're knitting or crocheting or macrame or whatever, you're using string. Well, you put the string in here and you pull it out through this hole so that you don't have to worry about tangles and
rolling off the table. Yeah. Wonderful. And then this other, did you make this, Mary?
Yes, I did. I made this set of bowls, using the same method. So they're the same method.
Yes.
And
those will be in auction. They'll
be on there's a thing called the specialty table where we have different objects made out of clay. Okay. But anyway, see, the heart is in them.
And
there's the heart.
Who are some of the contributors? Tell me a little bit, Marisela, about the contributors this year.
Well, aside from the creative, the art stuff, we have Walmart as our title sponsor for this year's Empty Bowl event. And then we have a few other sponsors. Hunt Companies is also going to sponsor the event. This year we're really excited because we were able to get Cricket locations to sell our tickets. That's something fairly new. We have not been able to do that. So we have specific locations that will be listed on our website, and then they will also be sold at Foliage Hair Salon.
Very good.
And so we're very excited about the ticket locations this year because that's something that's fairly new.
Well, we're announcing it early because it's going to take place in April the 9th. It'll be at the El Paso Community College.
That's right.
And it's an event from 11 a.m. to 3 in the afternoon. We'll be seeing some posters out there, won't we?
Yes. These are the posters that will be up around the community, and they're very nice posters. We'd also like to thank Reliant Printing because they printed these beautiful posters for us.
That is beautiful.
So yes, you'll be seeing these up in the community.
And funds. You mentioned tickets. You mentioned we'll be buying bowls, and we always like to go and participate in some way. Tell me where these funds benefit. What will it
So
benefit?
all the proceeds that come from this event will go towards El Pasoans Fighting Hunger Food Bank. The need here in El Paso is that there's 131,000 people in El Paso that are food insecure. What's even more startling is that 1 in 6 adults and 1 in 3 children are food insecure here in El Paso. So there's a huge need. So all the funds that are raised from this event will go towards purchasing food. Fairly recently that we're starting at the food bank is our school pantries. So we're trying to get in with the schools and make sure that our kids, you know, have access to food.
That's so good. It's a wonderful benefit. It's a great project that you started, Mary, with many other people, but thousands now have participated in making bowls. So what happens at the event? I want to give people an idea of what to expect when they come at 11 o'clock, you know, that day, that special April the 9th, which is a Saturday, is it?
It's usually a Saturday.
Tell me what can people expect?
Well, when they walk in, one of the things that they see is the display of the bowls. It's like a beautiful sea of rich colors, and then they can go around and choose the bowl that they would like to take home with them, or maybe they want to take more than one.
Yes, of course.
But they're beautiful. It's beautiful. There's so many of them. We have over 800 bowls, so it's going to be really beautiful.
How much do the bowls cost?
Well, you buy a ticket for the event.
Okay.
And so you get to take home a bowl, but you also get to have some of the most delicious soups in El Paso, because all the chefs, they volunteer their time and their efforts, their recipes, and they make delicious soups, and you can go around and taste them all.
Yes.
And then there's also live music, and there's DJs, and there's a silent auction, and there's a little bit of a regular auction, and so there's some dancers, there's all kinds of things happening besides just getting to sit and visit with the people that you came with.
Is this one of your biggest events?
It is.
Yes.
It is one of our biggest events. We have 2 big events throughout the year. And of course, this year we're going to start incorporating a lot more fundraising events. But to tag along with what Mary said, some of the restaurants that have confirmed to be there are Crave. We have Kona Grill. We have Alan Jay's Cafe. So there's going to be about 16 different restaurants there sampling their soups and or mac and cheese. We have included a mac and cheese component.
All right.
Yes.
The kids will like that.
So we're very excited.
So it's a family affair.
It is. It is very much a family affair.
How much are the tickets, if I'm...
We have a general admission for $25. We have a discounted ticket at $15, and that's for students, military, and seniors 65 and over. And then we have, this year is new, a children's ticket for $10.
Very good. So we can not only enjoy soup, entertainment, make it a family day, but help someone that is in need of food, and help our El Pasoans fighting hunger. You're really out there. You're really out there doing some great things. I really appreciate it. Is there anything that I haven't mentioned that maybe you'd like to share?
Well, I would like to say that one of the things that was nice about the workshops this year, there were so many different developments in the workshop. Like, we worked with the Scouts of Socorro. That was wonderful, working with the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts came together, and there were about 60 of them all at the same time. And I thought, how are we going to handle this? It was wonderful. It was wonderful. They were so, well, they were Scouts, so they knew how to behave, let's say. But then we worked with
Did you behave? That's what's important.
The Girl Scouts in the Horizon City also made lots of bowls. And then we also did a workshop with the faculty of Eastwood Middle School, because last spring one of their students died tragically, and so we did in memory of her. So you'll see that if you lift up the bowls, you might see that it's in memory of her. So there are many rich workshops with people this year.
So wonderful. It's a great project. Empty Bowls of El Paso. A phone number if they want to contribute, door prizes, if they want to, tickets, you know.
Yes. So more information on the event, you can visit our website at www.elpasoansfightinghunger.org, and our phone number is 298-0353.
Mary Scott, congratulations, another year.
Oh, thank you
another
very
April.
much. Yes.
Probably the 13th now, or 14th?
Well, it's the 12th. Actually, the 12th. We had 1 year of research, and then we did the first of the 12.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you, Marisela, for
Thank
joining
you.
us
Thank
here.
you for having me.
Marisela Willits, and we congratulate you and wish you great success.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we'll be back with more Mature Lit. And as you know, EPCC has some great programs. In particular, in the continuing education program, we have the Nail Tech program. And with us today is Grace Roman, who is here to talk to us about registration for the next semester,
Semester is
the next
getting so
session.
fast.
And you and I enjoyed, Grace, thank you for being with us.
Anytime.
You enjoyed, and your students enjoyed, some time at the Love Conference this February around Valentine's. So what did you all do?
Well, we provide mini services, mini manicures, no charge to your guests, and it was a magnificent time. The girls had a lot of experience. We had a waiting list up to 2 hours because all your guests wanted to have a manicure done, and they did an awesome job. But I can't complain about my babies.
That's wonderful, and these are wonderful students that are learning. They need practice. And they practiced with those seniors, and
Yes.
the seniors left that Valentine's. They were ready.
They were ready
for
to go
their
dancing.
dates.
Exactly. They were all set up.
That's so great. Tell me a little bit about your program. You're the coordinator and instructor for the program.
Yes.
And how many students do you have, and what is it that they learn?
Well, we take a max of 12 students per class, and starting August, we're going to hope to open the Spanish class and the English class. Wow. Right now, the class that I'm teaching is bilingual, but we're going to try to separate them so that way they can get more one-on-one. Our classes consist on everything that the state requires for them to get their certification plus their license. And we also teach everything that has to do with the business, sanitation, cleansing, customer service, that you help us a lot with that, with your guests. And everything else that has to do with the business and what they see in the business right now, not just what is basic, the traditional. No, we go above that.
Above and beyond.
And beyond, exactly.
Instruction. And that is so important because these students that enroll, they can be male or female,
Yes.
are looking for a career in nail technology.
technology.
And so they learn to do the traditional manicure. What else do they learn? Do they learn to do the nail,
Oh, definitely. Anything that
acrylics?
has to do from to work with your elbow down and your knees down, including your manicure, your spa manicures, gels right now is one of the trends. Anything with acrylic nails, wrap nails, gel nails. And if they bring us a picture or the kitchen sink, we try to put it on their nails.
Wonderful. And so do your students do pedicures
Yes.
as well? For health reasons, I think it's great to have a pedicure maybe
definitely.
once, how often? Maybe
We suggest it every 4 to 5 weeks, but with our climate here in El Paso, it's suggested every 4 weeks because it's too dry and we have to take care of our feet. They take us everywhere.
So it's
definitely.
about health, it's about hygiene, it's about beauty.
It is.
And so, this is such a great career.
It is, and it has way too many opportunities because right now the nail technology, you can work, independent in a salon. You can rent your own station. You can be a professional for a company representing them, or you can work at a foot doctor, a podologist.
Wow, that is so important. Work ethics, I'm sure you go over
Definitely.
that as well.
Definitely. Work ethics is one of the main things that we teach because, again, you know what, sometimes the customer comes in just because of your personality, and later on your labor gets better and better with practice.
Yes.
But your personality and how to take care of the customer, and also learn to say no, because sometimes, like we were talking about how important is your foot health. There's let's say diabetes, there are only certain things that we're allowed to do because they need a doctor. So
Yes.
sometimes...
So the podiatrists, for the diabetics, they maybe need to go visit a podiatrist. But these students could, with the instruction, the additional instruction.
We're limited, and that's why we need to we teach them, when to say yes and no. We teach them everything that has to do with diseases, disorders, and how a healthy foot should look.
Yes.
And also the history. We do ask every time a customer comes in, we ask them to fill out a little bit of information about themselves, the customer service.
Like if you're a bleeder.
A bleeder, if you have, diabetes, high blood pressure, because if somebody comes in with high blood pressure, their massage cannot be done in certain ways.
Oh.
The water, the temperature of the water affects that, and if they're diabetic, it's like we can't do a service.
It's such small classes. You say how many students?
12 the max.
12. Very small classes, very great one-to-one attention.
Exactly, that's why we have them like that.
And when is registration again, and how does one register?
Well, our new classes starts at the last week of August. Registrations are going to start at the beginning of August. The only requirements are high school diploma or GED. If you have a high school diploma from another country, we just need it translated and notarized. That's all we need.
Okay.
And if you're under the age of 22, the vaccinations that the college requires that will be your meningitis shots.
Yes.
And that's it.
So the age is a young adult
From 18.
to 99.
Exactly.
You know, whatever turns you on.
Whoever, we're here for everybody. And whoever wants to learn, where there's a will, there's a way.
Yes. And if someone wants to visit your salon, our students, to practice, are there times when they need to call to make an appointment?
Well, they can call Monday through Friday, but our appointments we're open to the public or victims, just kidding. We're open Thursdays and Fridays from 10 till 2 o'clock is the last appointment.
Well, I've been to your salon, and it is very professionally run. It looks very, very comfortable. You make us comfortable. You give us a little hand massage or foot massage, and I think that's part of it, is that special touch that our students need to learn to keep their clients happy and
Exactly.
keep them coming back.
And that's part of our program that we teach here. And El Paso Community College, that's one of the things that they want us to instill, that, you know what, we're here for the community. And that's what we're doing.
So the classroom looks like a parlor.
It is.
A beauty shop.
It is.
And
It's
it's
placed
wonderful.
like that.
And you have a selection of colors, of polish, and processes.
Yes. we
And so,
do.
what does it cost to go through the program, continuing education
The
nail
whole-
tech program?
The whole program is $3,554. We do not have financial aid because, like you said at the beginning, we're a continuing education class, not a credit class. But if they qualify for financial aid, there's a $1,500 scholarship
So that's-
that will pay towards our tuition.
And that's half.
It's almost half, so
That's
help.
wonderful.
And everything is supplied to them. The only thing we don't supply is the books and the uniform. But all the equipment, material, everything that we supply for.
So great. Oh, wow. I need to go back, as a matter of fact. And I think
Yes.
right before holidays, or, it's so important to look our best, and it's part of our image. And women are so lucky to have these wonderful students that we can go and help them.
And not just for women, for men, because it used to be like more for aesthetics, not anymore, because you need your hand held and your foot held. They take you everywhere, and you use your hands for everything. So you know what? Take care of them.
That is so right. You just reminded me of that. Is there a phone number that we can call?
Yes, it's 831-6547.
Great. And so we'll be visiting the EPCC Nail Tech program, and the location, of course, we must say.
We're at the ASA Building B, 9050 by count, room 120.
Very good. So as you come in, there's a receptionist there. They'll guide you so that
to
you
where
can make
go.
your appointment.
You can call 831-6547, and we will help you there.
Well, thank you so much for being
Anytime.
here. It's so great to promote our programs, our community college programs, and Grace Roman is the coordinator and instructor for this wonderful nail tech program. So you visit them. Get yourself a little pedicure and a little manicure. Thank you for staying with us. We want to invite you to a very special event that's going to take place on Saturday, March the 19th. It's a beautiful event. You'll probably be seeing these beautiful posters of Malena Cano in concert. And the title of the concert is Toda Una Vida. We've been planning this for a while, and it is going to be the most fantastic concert you've ever seen. And so we want to invite you, but we also want you to reintroduce and to meet Malena Cano, the beautiful artist. We have such beautiful posters here. And I want to ask Malena, this is a free concert that you're providing to this community. Why?
Yes, Mary, my first concert, which was this picture here, I wanted to thank the people that have followed me, and so I wanted to pay them by doing a free concert.
Yes.
Well, the concert happened at a theater that only held 500, but 2,000 people showed up.
Oh my goodness.
And I was overwhelmed. So then right now I feel like I want to close the circle
Yes.
and do another one free also.
Yes.
And thanks to you, that's going to happen.
Thanks to this community, it's going to happen,
Yes.
as well as your hard work. Mario Cano, your wonderful husband, who is all excited also about working hard with scenery. You have singers. You're going to have.
I have guest singers. I'm going to have one of my students, because I teach chorus. One of my students, Cruz Cartagena, is going to do a number. And Marta Foa, who directs the coro arpegio, will do a couple of solos. And then I have Alberto Treviso, and I'm excited about having Liz Delgado. She's an interpretative dancer.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be doing a song that I translated from English to Spanish, and the song is "Wind Beneath My Wings."
Beautiful. Wind
Yes.
Beneath My Wings. Oh,
And
that
I
is such one of
translated
my
it.
favorites.
Yes, I translated it, and she will be doing movements to that song.
The title of this concert is Toda Una Vida, because it is pretty much your life,
My life.
your career.
Yes.
Starting with that first concert, La Perla, you were Malena Cano, La Perla, started with trio, on to other concerts that you've done, this beautiful poster here, and then on. This was even younger, huh? This was.
Oh yes, don't say that.
we don't say those words. We
No, no,
say
no, no.
A beautiful career.
That picture was
This one-
taken in Mexico City.
was it? In Mexico City. It's a black and white. Malena, you know, you've received accolades and awards over the years. One of them, namely, the Homenaje a la Mujer Hispana. And hopefully there'll be more, because I know that you've dedicated your life to El Paso, to the arts. You're
Yes.
singing.
Well, Mary, when God gives you a talent, He doesn't give it just for you. If you have a talent, you have to share it.
Yes.
My father taught me that when I was just a little girl, because my dad was a mariachi. So this is where the background is.
Oh, so you've been singing since you were.
Since I was about 6,
Is that so?
Yes.
And so he introduced you at parties, or
he
how?
would take me to his gigs if they were like weddings and they were early enough. He would take me, and I remember he used to stand me on a chair because I was so little. And of course, you know, a child, whether they're good or bad, children are always,
graceful.
yes, they steal the show all the time.
And you would.
Yeah.
And ever since then, that that's implanted into your heart, into your being, the music.
Music,
Yes.
singing songs from way, way back. And this concert includes songs from I have 12 CDs, and I'm going to be doing songs from each CD, way, way back to my first CD, well, which was a record that converted into a CD.
Yeah, that's right.
And I want everybody to come and enjoy yourselves. It's a thrill for me to be doing this.
It seems like you mentioned closing a circle. This is probably going to be one of the biggest concerts you're gonna do in recent times, and so this is your gift to this community.
Yes, ma'am.
This is your gift to this community.
I'm very grateful that they have been with me for so. There's people that follow me wherever I go.
As a matter of fact, I've been asked, isn't Malena going to do Mi Amiga La Gorda again? I said, I don't think so. And of course, you've
I
done
don't think
theater, you've done plays. Tell us about your theater,
Yes,
those desires.
Mr. Carlos Ayub introduced me to as an actress, and we started doing plays, and we did Mi Amiga La Gorda, My Fat Friend, and after that, I had this itch to direct a comedy, and thanks to you, because you started that. We did the Petra plays,
Yes.
plays that were written by Rupert Reyes in Austin. And I portrayed Petra, and I translated them from English to Spanish. Sueño de Petra, Pastorela de Petra, Pecado de Petra.
Yes. One of the beautiful features that we're going to have in this particular concert, Toda Una Vida, that will take place on Saturday, March the 19th at the El Paso Community College Administrative Services Center Auditorium at 9050 Viscount. Had to get that in.
You have to get that in.
At 6 in the evening, is that you're going to have a display of your costumes and some posters. Is that going to happen?
We're working on it.
Yes.
I hope that it happens. I will have pictures because we had an exhibition at the El Paso Library.
I remember that
Yes.
beautiful exhibit. Yes.
And the stuff is still there.
Yes.
So
And mannequins.
the mannequins, everything is still there. So that's an idea. I want people to see what I have done, what I have, because I make my own costumes.
You create your own costumes and you
Yeah,
design them and you
I did that one
sew
there.
them. Like this
And
navy
also
blue.
the hat.
Wow, that is
Yeah.
amazing. And that's part of you. And the hard work that goes with a career, a singing career, performing career. Are you also going to have a video? Because we'd like to see and hear maybe some songs we won't hear during the concert.
Oh yes, as you know, Mary, and giving this information to all of you, I have 63 videos at YouTube,
Okay.
and most of the songs that I'm going to be doing in the concert are in YouTube, but I chose songs that I'm not going to be doing in the concert, and we're running a video during intermission, so that the concert keeps going even though I'm not going to be on stage.
That's right. Oh my goodness, that is so just a lot of thoughtfulness has gone into this with your hard work, your other performers, Mario, your husband, who is probably one of your greatest fans, and
Yes.
I'm second,
Oh,
but
thank you,
there's
Mary.
others.
Thank you,
There's
Mary.
others. We want to thank you.
And Mary, if I can say, we have a couple of surprises for the audience, which I'm not saying.
All right.
And thank you for inviting me, Mary. And thank you for sponsoring me, because Mary is the one that insisted that I do another concert.
Yes.
Something.
And you know, one of the things that we haven't mentioned is where can they get tickets?
Oh, tickets, passes, admission is free. And you can pick up the tickets at Mary Yanez's office, room 420, and building B.
At the community
Or
college.
by calling 7723905 or 227-1609. And if need be, I will mail the tickets to you.
Yes. We expect about 800 people or more, so tickets are going fast. By the time this show airs, I'm sure maybe they'll be all gone, but definitely we welcome you to come to the El Paso Community College Administrative Service Center Auditorium. Malena, thank you for your gift to all of us, your voice, your attention to detail when you perform, how much you love your audiences, how much you love El Paso.
I sure do.
Yes.
El Paso made me, so
Yes.
thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Malena Cano, a wonderful artist, actress, performer, and friend. We certainly want to pay her homage at this concierto Toda Una Vida that she's dedicating to you, to El Paso. Thank you.